All right, it seems like the insanity in California is never ending. In fact, it wasn't long ago that we had the president of the Chino Valley Unified School District, Sonia Shaw, on the program with us. And we really were highlighting her brave stance in favor of parental rights. Well, the California Attorney General, Rob Bonta, won't let that kind of courage go unpunished. In fact, he's announced that he is suing Chino Valley Unified School District for the sin, if you will, of standing up for parents.
This policy is destructive. It's discriminatory, and it's downright dangerous. It has no place in California, which is why we have moved in court to strike it down.
Dangerous, discriminatory. How dare you let parents know what's going on with their children? Wow, that's just incredible. Well, joining me now is Greg Burt. He is the, Greg Burt. He's with the California Family Council. He's the director there of Capital Engagement. Greg, welcome back to Washington Watch. Thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Well, listen, we're thrilled to have you. Listen, you've got to have a reaction to the Attorney General and the decision to sue. Instead, he ought to be lauding this decision. But the Chino Valley Unified School District Board is facing a lawsuit from the Attorney General. What do you think?
Oh, this is really an intimidation factor. I mean, what he's seeing is there are more and more school districts passing the same exact policy, and he had to do something. We already have 4 school districts who have passed this notification policy to simply involve parents when kids are making the drastic decision to tell their teachers they want to be a different gender. I mean, with the high suicide rates of kids who identify as transgender, why would you not want parents involved? It makes no sense. And so we have kind of forced him out. Right now, he's got to defend this, and actually passing this lawsuit actually helps get the message out, exposing what California Department of Ed and our school districts are actually doing and what they really think of parents. They think they're dangerous.
Yeah, that's a great point, multiple points that you just made. Why, as you said, would anyone think it's a bad idea to keep parents informed? Nobody loves these children as much as the parents do. And as you brought up, there are other school boards that have been going down this similar path, standing up for parents' rights. Do you think this is somehow, perhaps, at least the beginning of parents taking back power as it relates to their children's education and taking that power away from the state?
I think so. I mean, we've been trying to warn parents for years and years that this was coming. That, they're coming for your kids. And, people thought it was an exaggeration, but now they're actually telling school districts, you got to they're persuading kids that they could be any gender they want. And then when these kids decide they want to be a different gender, then they're telling teachers they've got to keep it quiet. And so now it's coming to the kitchen table, right? It's hitting more and more families. And it's undeniable now that, yes, it is true. The state of California thinks they're better parents than the average parent. And anybody who thinks that biology determines gender is really that is not allowed, right? That is dangerous. Your children will be injured and be threatened by that viewpoint. And now parents are realizing that all these warnings we've been trying to give them for years, it's actually true. And this policy gives them an avenue of what we can do, right? And so we hope this spreads. We hope every little school district, we have 900 school districts in California, and lots of them are in conservative areas, and they've been annoyed for years that, the state has been dictating to them sex ed curriculum, social studies curriculum, all these, policies that they don't agree with. And now this is an opportunity that they can push back, and the law is on their side.
Absolutely. Well, we talk a lot on here around FRC with what we call SAGE-CONs, that's spiritually active and governance engaged conservatives. And, there's hope on the horizon here for SAGE-CONs, people of that makeup. who are spiritually active, who are involved in what's happening politically, and who are getting involved because of issues such as this. And there's some of that hope involves a few initiatives that have been filed in California specifically to protect children. Real quickly, can you tell us what those initiatives are?
Yeah, so there is a group called Protect Kids California. It's a group of parental rights advocates, and they have introduced three initiatives that will go on the ballot if they can get enough signatures. And here are the three initiatives. One will simply make this notification policy a state law, and it says it requires schools to notify parents when a child requests schools to treat them as a different sex. That's it, just a notification policy. The second one is regarding protecting girls' sports. And it simply says that the girls' sports and locker rooms and bathrooms need to be reserved simply for females, no males allowed. Like it used to be obvious. And so that's another initiative. And then the last one is simply a bill to prevent, to outlaw medically transitioning children, minors with hormones, genital surgeries, and puberty blockers. And we've had, around the country, conservative states do this. And now we're taking it on here in California, and they're going to have to defend these policies.
Greg Burt of California Family Council, thank you so much for the great work you're doing, and thank you for joining us on Washington Watch.
Thank you.